So last year found me on a business trip to Madrid and I just had to pop into Redcast Heritage. As you can see, quite a modest shop. It's sort of like below ground level in a street in the centre of Madrid, and you wouldn't know it was there. I had to book to get in, so I had to provide a booking, and I spent a good hour chatting. They were very friendly, and I did make a purchase, but I haven't spoken of that yet on video. And they gave me a bit of sort of insight from the industry that Naked and Famous's quality is perceived to be on the decline. And he also mentioned that there's going to be a patent battle for the red label. But we're not here mainly for that, although it was a great trip. What we're here for are these jeans. Now, as I say in the title, this is probably the final chapter really of the updates on this. They've not been washed or soaked for 2 years. As you know, they've recently been soaked and now they've been washed. And I do actually feel it is quite a pronounced difference. When I spoke to him about not washing for as long as possible, he did say, and a lot of people have said it, 6 months is probably enough, 2 years is a bit overkill, but you should get very clean fades, so very clear and crisp white versus the indigo blue. And I think really this has been achieved. As you can see, the whiskering on the front isn't as pronounced as perhaps either you might expect, or at least I didn't, so I'm projecting onto you what you might think. You can let me know in the comments. But again, you know, the white is white and the blue is really blue. And I presume this is going to get more and more pronounced as I wash them. Again, yeah, see that whiskering is just not as pronounced as I might expect. But we've close up of the jeans as per usual. You can see the fades and also the unbelievable wear because they use cotton all over these jeans instead of polycotton. And, you know, the knee there. Oh, if you think there's a lot of hairs, my cats have got a territory dispute. It's their garden, and another cat keeps coming in. And just before I shot this particular video, I was wearing these jeans, and there was a massive fight. Fur literally flew everywhere. Hence, it's all over these jeans. Yep, more fades on the knees. And look, the honeycombing is pretty darn amazing. I mean, I'm really pleased with the honeycombing. I mean, it's getting down to almost wearing of the actual cotton, but it's really good. The back pockets are an absolute mess. Tell me what you think. Does that add to character, or is that just a bit overkill? The red label, as I mentioned, it's starting to fray a bit there. I don't care so much about the red label, and I know, you know, a lot of this is throwbacks to previous eras of jeans. I'd love to see the Strike Gold use, say, a yellow label. You know, a yellow tab. But, you know, you could argue if you're Levi's potentially that even a tab is part of their patent. And it doesn't matter if you make it yellow, green or polka dot purple, it's theirs. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, why not have a yellow tab? I think yellow against blue would be brilliant as well. And you'd probably see the yellow, get blued to death by the indigo. And the reason for the delay on this video, as you might have caught, on my previous video, there was on the receipt was a cost for a crotch repair, and here it is. We did discuss it at Black Horse, and they said, maybe you can leave it, but it was starting to fray into the denim, and I figured it'd be better to nip it in the bud now. All over the crotch, we all love a crotch. Is a lot of wear, but again, as you know, you get a lot of wear there because that's where you're seeing a lot of friction, and also because these jeans are so tight, you're seeing added friction. Again, let's just have a look at the sort of what you'd call the patterner. Again, that's a knee. Bit of a close-up there. More wear. I just really think it does add to the character. And if I was to conclude this, what I always call a journey, because this isn't instantaneous, especially not the way I do it, was this worth it? I'd say if I'd gotten the right style of Strike Gold, it would have been easier. I mean, they're still really stiff. And because they're so tight, it's quite noticeable you're wearing them, I would say. And so concludes really this journey. And we're going to move on to the next pair of denim and what else I've been up to. So stay tuned.